Well, if you're 5 for 5 in the pick six, the question becomes, how deep do you go in the final leg of the mandatory pick six jackpot payout on Saturday at Del Mar? It's race number 11. It's the grade 2 Del Mar Handicap at 1 3/8 miles. And not only is the question, how deep do you need to go, but maybe a couple more questions. Who are the best turf distance horses in the U.S.? Maybe they ran last weekend at Arlington. Maybe they're running next weekend in the Sword Dancer at Saratoga. And as far as the Del Mar Handicap, I don't want to disparage the field because Arklow and United are two very good horses. But with regards to world-class form, the Del Mar Handicap is a race that has kind of been a negative key race with regards to the Breeders' Cup turf. Sometimes good horses can come out of the Del Mar Handicap, but typically that's not the case. Now, maybe United and or Arklow will prove an exception this year, and they seem to be the logical favorites for the 2021 Del Mar Handicap. They kind of stand out in this year's field. There's a couple of price horses, Master of Foxhounds, maybe, Media Blitz, maybe. Let's take a look at the field. A field of 11 entered race number 11. The grade 2 Del Mar Handicap at 1 3/8 miles on grass. There's page one. Favoritism is going to be either United or Arklow. And these two veterans are tough to separate. I sided with Arklow only because you have to side with somebody. And United is very tough as well. United has started 5 times at Del Mar. He's won 3 and finished second 2 other times. Arklow has started only once at Del Mar, and he won the race. It was the Grade 2 Hollywood Turf Cup last fall. We'll talk about him again in a minute. Those are the first 8. 3 others on page 2, award winner, Astronaut, and Say the Word. All 3 of those probably going to be a little bit of a price. Say the Word has run races that are perhaps good enough. Astronaut is lightly raced. He's improving. And award winner, his running style, his upfront running style is just wrong for the closers friendly turf profile this summer at Del Mar. Throughout the summer meet, going into this week at least, closers have downright dominated turf routes at Del Mar. And the bias is more blatant than I have ever seen it. So front runners have a tough task in front of them, carrying their speed over a Del Mar turf that is more friendly to closers than to speed. Okay, let's talk about a long shot in here. And his name is Media Blitz. And all he did last time out, Media Blitz, trained by Simon Callahan, he won a 2 other than allowance. Now he's going into a grade 2. And maybe years ago, that class hike was insurmountable. Not anymore. We have seen plenty of horses make the jump from N2X into graded stakes company. And the way that Media Blitz won that 2 other than last time out, well, you be the judge. Let's take a look at July 31st at Del Mar and watch Media Blitz in the American Flag Silks. Kaleem Shaw owned Media Blitz, a son of Medaglia d'Oro. He's going to come up the inside. Watch this powerful move late. This guy is absolutely striding out. Now, who did he have behind him? Maybe not much, but that was a visually impressive win by a sharp horse moving up in class. And I've said this time and again, one of the best bets in racing are sharp horses moving up the ladder that everybody thinks are outclassed. You never know what a horse's ceiling is when they start getting good. So I like Media Blitz as a potential upsetter. He's not as fast as United or Arklow. He's not proven on class, but he is a sharp horse moving up the ladder, and he is dangerous at a price. I'm talking about Media Blitz. As far as the logical contenders in the Del Mar Handicap, well, we have to start with the locally based United. We've already seen this race once earlier, and this is the Eddie Reed last time out, 1 1/8 miles, the grade 2 Eddie Reed, and United is going to wear down a very good horse by the name of Smooth Like Straight on 1 1/8 miles. United on the outside in the yellow cap, Smooth Like Straight on the front end. I thought Smooth Like Straight would steal this race, but the pace was slow. United was relatively close to the lead, and he returned to form and wore down a very good horse. Smooth Like Straight is a grade 1 winning miler. Maybe 1 1/8 miles is out of reach for him, but the point is United beat a grade 1 winner in a return to form. It was returned to form because in his previous start, United completely misfired as the heavy favorite. He had a foot problem out of that race. The foot problem was resolved by trainer Dick Mandela, and United returned to form. A mile and 1/8 is probably shorter than United prefers. The mile and 3/8 distance of the Del Mar Handicap is right up United's alley. So he's going to be tough. He's my second preference, but again, it's a coin flip between United and Arklow. As for Arklow, you talk about a tough old pro. He's a 9-time winner, Arklow is. Trained by Brad Cox, typically based in the East and or Midwest. But he's been to Del Mar before, Arklow has. In fact, he was in the Grade 2 Hollywood Turf Cup last fall, and Arklow started as the 9-5 favorite. How did he do? Let's go ahead and take a look at the stretch run at the Grade 2 Hollywood Turf Cup last fall at Del Mar, and he delivered as bettors expected. He was the 9-5 favorite, and he won this race in game convincing style. That was his 8th win. He subsequently won the Grade 3 Louisville. Last time out in the Grade 1 United Nations, Arklow finished a long ways back as 2-1 second choice, but he had an alibi that day. He stumbled badly in traffic. He got a little cut up. He recovered quickly. Brad Cox put him on a plane to come back to Del Mar, a course that we know he likes. Arklow is 9-time winner of more than $2.7 million. So he's probably the most accomplished in the field. Not to take anything away from United, 2 top-class veterans, the most likely winners of the Del Mar Handicap, depending on how much money you want to spend. Maybe you only go 2 deep. I'm going to try to spread this race a little bit more on my Pick 6 ticket because of this. I liked visually how, what's his name? Was the Media Blitz won the 2 other than last time out. I should show a little bit more respect. Media Blitz, a son of Medaglia d'Oro, owned by Kaleem Shah, trained by Simon Callahan and Umberto Rispoli. Media Blitz is a good horse getting better, and maybe he's not outclassed. And the one final price horse I want to at least mention is Master of Foxhounds. Master of Foxhounds tackled some of the best grass horses in the country last time out in the Manhattan. Domestic Spending, Tribuhaven, and Gufo were in that race, and Master of Foxhounds ran well to finish 4th. I talked to his trainer, Richie Baltus, a couple days after the Manhattan, and Baltus said his next start will be in the Del Mar Handicap. That was 2 months ago. Here we are. It's late August, and Master of Foxhounds is in the race he has been pointed to for months. Is he good enough? We're going to find out. He should be a hint of a price, Master of Foxhounds. So should Media Blitz be a hint of a price. But when all is said and done, they have to defeat Arklow and United in the Del Mar Handicap. Race 11, Saturday at Del Mar.